how to differentiate yourself from the competition. Alright, I'm back one day later, but I didn't have the time to turn this video yesterday, so anyway, I'm here now. What is the best way to differentiate you from your competitors? There are a few ways you can do that. If you're selling a product or giving services, you can differentiate you by having the best prices, but you're kind of limited doing those kind of things. But there is one way that I think is the best one you can have or you can do if you want to differentiate you from your competitors and really crush them in an original way. In fact, this is all about having a brand, having your brand. And I don't necessarily mean to have business, that's not really having a brand. What I mean is sharing a message, having a message and putting it out there. For example, when you buy Nike shoes, you also buy the brand, which adds value to the product. The fact that this is Nike that sells the shoe ups the price you can sell this shoe for. But how can you qualify a brand? Personally, I think this is about, as I said, sharing a message, giving something that really differentiates you from your competitors. When they are all about just selling and do not care about being original, being special, you, if you build a brand, will go a step forward. And even if you cannot represent what your brands do for your business, because when you do sales, basically, you have data that proves that you sales certain numbers of inventory and you've made certain profits. Brand does not give actual data, but it grows dramatically the numbers of sales. I think people are like too much salespeople or too much marketer. A business needs to have the two. You need to have the selling part and the branding part. The two, if done correctly together, works like a charm. So, what are the different ways you can use to create your brand? First, you have to be original. Do something which only you can do. I do not mean being the only one, but being the only one that can do it, but do it the thing that you do in an original way. For example, some people have some qualities some skills that others doesn't have, and maybe you can bring those skills into the thing that you want to do. For example, for me, I want my content to be more cinematic because I like to shoot some things like great photos and videos. I'm using this thing that I'm learning outside to give better content. So that way my content is different from others. And the second point is that when you see the content that this person is giving to you, this brand is giving to you, you recognize it. I mean that when you see my signature, I don't mean I'm the famous person in the world, but this is my signature. If you know that this signature means that this is my piece of content, you know that this is my brand. And there are a lot of ways you can use to brand yourself, to brand your content or your business. It can be your logo or something that's called sonic branding. Everything that when you hear, watch or touch it or whatever, I don't know. When you basically feel or see the thing, you know that this is this brand. To come back from the example of Nike, when you hear just do it, you know this is this brand. Just as simple as that. You see how powerful it is? Like, I just say just do it, and if you know Nike enough, you're like, oh, okay, this is Nike. That's how branding and how brand can be powerful. And as I said, it doesn't have to be, you don't have to use to buy the services of the best photographer in the world, the best designer in the world to do your logos, your designs, stuff like that. This can be as simple as a few things done in Photoshop for the design, for example. I didn't put so much work to do my signature and stuff like that. This is just the little things that all put together permits people to identify you as the brand, to make you so that they know you, they like you, and after that, they trust you. When you have those three things, you will have loyal customer or followers if you just want to have some. For me, this is just about having a brand on social media. I do not really want to sell anything. By creating a brand, I mean differentiate you from the competition. By doing design stuff you can do that permits people to recognize you, or it can be whatever, sound, a message, a particular message, it can be motivational, or I don't know, whatever suits your industry. Doing that thing using a certain angle that people didn't use before, or that bringing your type of value to the thing that you are creating. For example, as I said with my example with the kind of cinematic things that I really want to bring because that interests me, the photo things, I'm not the best at it, but because this is a way I like to communicate, I like videos, I like photos, and I like the way it communicates a message, a story. I think that if you use that, I use this thing that helps the fact of storytelling, I can bring more value, and that could be an original way to deliver my content. And that's kind of my brand. That will be my way to deliver my content. So when people will see a video, they will be, okay, I know this guy is doing that, and I like how he's delivering that content, because that's the way I'm delivering it. So that's it. The point is about creating your thing and being original and sharing that message. Of course, as I said before, sales are also important because branding gives results, but you cannot show them really. This is something that is doing its own thing in the back end. You will see over time that with a good branding, your sales or whatever will grow. The business, the results you want to grow will grow. But this is a thing that should be combined with other things like if you are in a business and you want to sell a product, you have to sell the thing well. All the things running in a business normally, but oftentimes people are not caring enough about the branding side, which is really important and that can permit you to differentiate you from your competitors. I hope this video helped you in any way possible. If you like it, put a like. If not, put a dislike, that's fine. And do not forget to subscribe. And I see you on the next one. Bye.